Hello, bonjour, ni hao. My name is Marc Letourneau. I'm the general manager here for Club Med in Taiwan. And today I'm introducing you a little bit about what we do here in Club Med Taiwan as part of this Ccift initiative. So firstly, Club Med Taiwan, we've been here for about 30 years. We take care of all of our Taiwanese customers that want to go and travel Club Med around the world. And today, in 2020, we're celebrating 70 years of Club Med, and we also offer 70 destinations worldwide. When we talk about responsible social responsibility, Club Med, we actually want to make it BSR, which is social responsibility, where we want the brand to shine a bit more than just the corporate responsibility, because we believe the corporate is more about what we do for these actions, where the brand it also involves our guests. We do actually notice a lot of our guests want to be involved in what we do and therefore take actions. So we have decided that we are going to focus on brand social responsibility. And the brand social responsibility at Club Med has two main focus. The first one is the Happy to Care, which is anything to do with helping the planet, being green and eco-friendly, and all these actions. And the second segment is anything to do with Club Med La Fondation, which is the foundation that was founded about 40 years ago. And this one focuses more on the people, helping the local communities, helping the people where we have our host countries where the Club Med resorts are located. And today I will debrief on these for you. So in terms of responsibility and anything we do to help protect the environment where we're located, firstly, it's important to know that we do a lot of actions. We also have about 75% of our resorts worldwide that are certified Green Globe. If you're not familiar with Green Globe, it's actually an organization that makes sure that they have a lot of touch points, which is over 380 I would say component that we have to be compliant on, which makes sure that we have enough energy saving plan, we have a food waste management plan in place, training for our teams to make sure that everyone makes sure where our resorts are located, that we take care of the environment as much as we can. In Asia Pacific, very happy to share that almost 100% of our resorts are Green Globe certified, even some resorts that have the gold certification, where it's been over 5 years in a row that they do have this certification. So it is very important for us and also for our teams who work locally. Some example of this is Finolu Villa in the Maldives, is a resort that we built about 5 years ago. And we made sure that as part of the construction, we would try to make the island as self-sufficient as possible. We built 6,000 square meters of solar panels that are on top of the walkways, so guests do not see them. And that supply almost 30% of the entire resort needs in terms of energy. Bali and Guilin in China are two examples also of resort where we try to work with the local population and local farmers. We have a partnership with an organization called AgriSud. It's an organization that makes sure that we not only buy local fresh produce for our customers to be able to enjoy at the dining options that we have, but it also creates employment locally and make sure that it's a win-win and fair trade with the local community. And there's also make sure that from a guest perspective, they have the fresh produce and also they are completely pesticide free. The Kani Resort in Maldives is another good example where we have amazing water, amazing surrounding, and also amazing reef we need to protect. So we have two initiatives there. The first one is the reef protection, where guests are invited to actually purchase fake coral reef that we will put into the ocean, and over time it will grow, and at the same time create a lot of fauna and flora in the ocean, like fish that will be coming and enjoy, and the coral will grow, natural coral will grow on these reef and make sure that it's helping the future generation. We also have what we call Mobi Reef. It's actually an educational program where we have one of our staff, a Geo, that every day will take guests along a dedicated pathway of coral to be able to show them the impact on protecting the corals. And that's also used for families and friends and couples that travel to our resort, making sure that everyone understands the impact of coral and marine life in our resort. Sherating Beach in Malaysia is another good example of where we have a lot of tropical forests. As you know, Club Med, we normally don't build high, we build low without too much impact, visual impact, but also we try to minimize the impact of forest around us. So Sherating has 60 hectares of tropical forest, which we are protecting. And also the beach in front of the resort is a beach where naturally turtles every year come and lay their eggs. So we have a program where we will collect these eggs with the local authorities that are specialists, and they will keep the eggs to make sure that they don't get broken or eaten or stolen. And therefore we protect and they raise the eggs until they hatch. And as part of the Kids Club program, but adults can also do it as well, they will get to release the baby turtles into the ocean when the times come. So this is also something that we are very proud of. So the next focus for us as a worldwide organization is Club Med La Fondation, so the foundation of Club Med, which was created over 40 years ago. The foundation really focuses, as I mentioned earlier, about the people, the local communities where we focus on, and really is there to help and making sure that we help the host country where our resorts are located. So there's two real focus on this. The first one is about the education. So we're making sure that the local schools, local orphanage can learn from best practices and also being socially responsible. We're providing them a lot of care, and we also collect donations to be able to help, for example, books and pencils and all the materials that a school may need. And the same thing we do with local orphanages when we collect materials and also donations, where in our resorts, guests will be able to make donations. For example, in Phuket, we have a corner of La Fondation, and guests do come in their suitcases with material from home that we will therefore give and collect on their behalf and provide to the schools and the local orphanage. The second one is more of the sports focus. We want to make sure that our resorts, we're lucky, we have over 60 activities that we teach our guests. We want to make sure that the local children around the village can also benefit from this. So every week or every month, depending on the resort and the location, we will organize sports program where, for example, in Sherating Beach, the local school will be able to come and practice tennis or practice basketball. And this is something that we do on a very regular basis. And on a yearly basis, we also organize a worldwide, which is the meal, where we invite a lot of children, and the average is about 100 to 200 children in each of our destination resorts, where we will provide them full meal activities, circus activities, and it's a full day of entertainment. And this is every year in the month of June. So in addition to all these activities I mentioned, we also have, during this context of COVID-19, of course, we want to also take care of the local communities. It's important. They work with us on a daily basis, so they are families. And we need to make sure that we plan for the future. So during this crisis, all of our resorts in Asia have made a lot of donations, firstly on food and other materials. I believe that in Asia Pacific, there was over 1.5 tons of food that was given to local schools and orphanage while the resorts were closed, as well as a total of almost 8,000 masks that were donated by the resort team to the local community, hospitals, police stations, clinic, anyone in needs that were the first responder in the camp. So that's a very good action that was done by the resort. In terms of Taiwan, of course, the team here and myself, we want and we like to be involved. So just recently we had an opportunity, and we did organize a beach cleanup in order of Taipei, one of the beaches there. So the initiative was great because during this a bit more quiet time from a business perspective, we also want to reconnect with our clients. So we invited all of our travel agencies partners that do promote Club Med here in Taiwan to spend the day with us. And we did go and clean up one of the beach. And in total, in a couple of hours, we actually did over 203 kilograms of garbage that was on the beach, and we collected. So that was a big successful day. Very happy about that, at the same time as making sure we keep the relationship with our very important partners during this time. And the last one is also, at the moment, we are partnering with an organization that is taking care of orphanage and schools in needs here in Taipei. So the Shengyi Social Welfare Foundation. So we are collecting any items that you may want to give us, and we will be able to do a donation on your and our behalf, which is school material, anything an orphanage may need, long life shelf milk, school books, diapers, food, noodles, anything that is long-term and lasting. We will be appreciative of you helping us. So this is pretty much what Club Med does on a regular basis. If you want to have more information about this initiative and how you could participate, again, as part of our brand social responsibility, we have information on Facebook with the recent activities and the current activities, but also on the Club Med website, www.clubmed.com.tw. You will find a page dedicated to all of the green and responsible activities that we take in our resorts. And I invite you to also look out at the Club Med La Fondation page if you would like to donate in some of these very, very good causes where we are helping communities around the world and where our resorts are located. Thank you.